Hello and welcome to SkyTeam Skynet family and those friends who are connected us for the last 3 months. As you guys are aware, we go through a lot of stuff here, and at the same time we bring a lot of different programs. So today we have new things. I'm very happy to sit down and watch with you guys. So we're going through the universe episode from 1 to 14, and we also have today some of you guys put in the comments that if I can just to go through globalization. So I've done some research and come up some new clips, new videos, and also the benefit and the disadvantage of globalization. So throughout this episode, we're going to go through all of this. So today I'm gonna just do the introduction of globalization, which is part one or just episode one. Then probably from tomorrow all the way down, then probably I might divide them into 10 to 14 episodes. That way we can deal each separately at the same time, better understand about why globalization is very important and why it's not important for those who are the opponent and those who are proponent. That way we will have the debate later on. So for those who requested this program, it is here, so enjoy it. That way, and also don't forget to comment because what I do here is what you guys tell me to do it. And always comment, share our videos. Sometimes also just put that likes because the more likes you put and the more you subscribe, that gives me a lot of hope and energy at the same time motivation to do and to make more videos. So without wasting your time, please let's go ahead and watch together.
Globalization is the process of interacting and integrating among people, companies, and government worldwide. The term first appeared in the 20th century, developed by its current meaning sometimes in the second half of the 20th century, and it came into popular use in the 1990s to describe the unprecedented international connectivity of the post-Cold War world. Its origins can be traced back in 18th and 19th centuries due to the advance in transportation and communications technology. This increase in global interactions has caused a growth in international trade and the exchange of ideas, beliefs, and culture. Globalization is primarily an economic process of interaction and integration that is associated with the social and cultural aspects. However, disputes and international diplomacy are also a large part of the history of globalization and modern globalizations. Economically, globalization involves goods, services, data, technology, and the economic resources of capital. The expansion of the global markets liberalizes the economic activities of the exchange of goods and funds. Removal of cross-border trade barriers has made the formation of global markets more feasible. Advances in the transportation like the steam locomotive, steamship, jet engines, and container ships, and developments in telecommunication infrastructure such as telegraph, the internet, mobile phones, and smartphones have been major factor in globalizations and have generated further interdependence of economic and cultural activities around the globe. Though many scholars place the origins of globalization in modern times, others trace its history as long before the European age of discovery and voyages to the New World, and some even to the third millennium. Large scale of globalization in the 1820 and in the late 19th century and early 20th century drove a rapid expansion in the connectivity of the world's economics and cultures. The term global city was subsequently popularized by sociologist Saskia Saza in her work The Global City, New York, London, Tokyo, Hong Kong, and the rest of the cities around the globe. In 2000, International Monetary Fund (IMF) identified four basic aspects of globalization: trade, the transactions, capital and investment movements, migration and the movement of people, and the dissemination of knowledge. Globalization process affect and are affected by business and work organizations, economics, socio-cultural resources, and the natural environment. Academic literature commonly divided globalization into three major areas: economic globalization, cultural globalization, and political globalization. Proponents of globalization point to economic growth and broader societal development as benefits, while opponents claim globalization processes are detrimental to the social well-being due to the ethnocentrism, environmental consequences, and other potential drawbacks. Though often treated as in French globalization seen as a stage of modernization, a state that implies the dissolution of national identities and the abolishment of borders inside the world networks of economic exchange. Since its inception, the concept of globalization has inspired competing definitions and interpretations. It is descended back to the great movement of trade and empire across Asia and the Indian Ocean from the 15th century onward. In 1848, Karl Marx noticed the increasing level of national interdependence brought by the capitalism and predicted the universal character of the modern world society. The bourgeoisie has, though, its exploitation of the world market given a cosmopolitan character to the production and consumption in every country, to the great touching of reactionist, it has drawn from the under the feet of industry and national ground of which it stood. All established national industries have been destroyed or daily being destroyed. Sociologist Martin Elbow and Elizabeth King define globalization as those processes by which the people of the world are incorporated in a single world society. In the consequences of modernity, globalization can thus be divided as the intensification of worldwide social relations which link distant localities in such a way that local happenings are shaped by the events occurring many miles away and vice versa.
Thank you for watching. That's just the introduction of globalization for the first episode of globalization. So this was the first one. Probably we have a lot, 14 more episodes to come. So as long as you guys are giving me again more comments on this subject, probably I will be doing a lot of research. We might even go through that 14 episode. We might even make it up to 20 based on the information I will receive from you. So again, thank you very much for watching, also connecting through Skynet. So thank you and have a nice day today.